we're going to do some stamping now. The stamps that I'm going to use today is Simple Stems. I love this one because it actually matches up with a couple of our framelits from the Secret Garden stamp set and that Secret Garden framelit set. So if you happen to get those last time, maybe as the bundle, well, you know what? You're going to need to get Simple Stems to go along with it because these two flowers fit perfectly into those framelits. How cool is that? It's almost like buy one, get one free. So we're going to be using these 3 stamps. And let me show you what I'm going to do. I had you take 3/4 sheets of cardstock, Soft Sky, Crisp Cantaloupe, and So Saffron. And what I've done is I've just I've stuck these 2 flowers onto one of my large blocks. And what I'm going to do is in each color, I'm going to ink these up. And we're just going to stamp it down here on the end, because we're going to be using more of this cardstock. So I don't want to waste, because we're going to use that right there. You're going to clean that stamp, and then you're going to repeat it on these, on the other 2 pieces of cardstock in the matching ink color. All right? All right, now that we've got all of those stamped, we're now going to come in with the matching framelits, and we are going to run these through the Big Shot. Remember, you do have to kind of play with it and get it lined up just right. I'm not going to take the time to do all that. But when you're ready, you're going to run all 3 of these through. You're going to do it separately, and you're going to cut all of these out of your Big Shot. All right, well, since we're over at the Big Shot, let's go ahead and do one more thing. And that is with these pieces of cardstock that we had left over when we cut out the box itself. So this was that long strip and that little short one. I'm just going to have you fold them in half. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that leaf framelit from the Secret Garden. You're just going to lay that on there, and you're going to run that through your Big Shot. And that's going to get you 2 leaves because we folded it in half. Now listen, if you have trouble with that with your machine, no problem. Just do 1 and 2, not a problem at all. All right, we're going to do the same thing here, but we're going to be able to get 4 more. So there's 2 and there's 2. So that will be 3 runs through your Big Shot, but we should end up with 6 of these leaves when it's all said and done. And that's what I mean about saving cardstock. So we're going to be able to use all of that extra. Now we're going to take that piece of Vanilla Cardstock that we have. I believe that was 2.5 by 7.5. Yes, thank you. I'm with it. You can see I just randomly stamped, again, making sure that you're cleaning the stamps, but we're just going to randomly stamp all over that strip of paper there. Now, what we're going to do with this one is we're going to do some cutting. Very simple cutting. We're just going to cut each of these at 1 7/8 inches. So we're just going to whip through these. We'll have 4 of them. There we go. Now what we're going to do with these is extremely easy. We're just going to take these and we're going to adhere them onto our card. Here, 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 and here. All right, so just use snail to adhere those down. All right, so we can see this starting to come together. And we can also, I wanted to show you, you can easily see where the back of your box is. And we're going to then take that strip of 2 1/8 by 5 3/8, and we're going to adhere that to the back. All right, so there's that piece already adhered down. The one thing you do want to make sure when you're putting that down, just make sure that your inside is parallel and going horizontal right now, and because this is where you're going to be able to write your message to the recipient. Okay, everybody with me so far? We're doing good. I'm so proud of you guys. It's going to be great. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so you can see we've got everything cut out. That was my scrap left over here. You can see I've cut out all my flowers. Now I do have this extra space here for a reason, and let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to come back in with ink that we're going to match up in the same colors. So I've got my So Saffron, and I'm going to stamp You Make Me Happy When Skies Are Gray. I'm going to clean this real quick. I'm going to now come in with the Crisp Cantaloupe, and I'm going to repeat this. And you can see I'm kind of stamping right in the middle because we're going to be doing something to it. And my last one, I'm going to do my Soft Sky. All right, I'm going to come in with the 2 3/8 inch scallop circle. And we're going to come in, you know what, that Oh, I probably did that just a little bit higher than I wanted to. No problem. Watch this. We're just going to trim off that extra there. There we go. That's a little bit better. I just wanted to center it up in my circle punch. So I got that one. With this one here, we just want to come in with the petite curly label. And what I want is to just catch that sunshine. There's some words underneath it. We're going to work to hide that and chop that off. But we're just going to cut out that little bit right there. And with this one here, this happy, we're just going to come in and hand cut straight across the word happy. And then we're going to come on this side and cut straight across. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a little flag. You guys have seen me do that lots of times where we can just, I'm going to trim that down a little bit. And we can trim that down. Now, this is a very simple one. Watch what we're going to do to put this together. So I've got my happy. I'm going to come in with some Stampin' Dimensionals across my happy banner. And then also one on the back of my pretty little sunshine. So let's put my pretty little sunshine on first. And what we're going to do is just cover up the existing. And again, same thing here. We're going to cover up the happy that's already on there. And you make me happy. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to come in with all of those great strips. Now, I had you cut off 7, but I think we're only going to need 6, which is fine. That way, if you need it for something else, you've got it. I've got my mini glue dots, which are going to be key here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in all of my flowers. So what we are going to do is we're going to press that onto a mini glue dot, press it onto a flower, and you're going to repeat this with all of these. This is the part you're just really going to put mini glue dots here on the end, and you're just going to start adhering them to different areas of the box. I hope you can see that okay. I'm going to bring in my sample because I think it'll be easier for you to see. Yeah, I just have, a couple of them on the back side of this back one here, on the back of it. And then I've got one right here, and I've got a couple here, but that's what's going to give us a lot of great dimensions. So let's go ahead and get going with that. I'm going to start with, I'm going to try to do it like my other one. Now, there's my flower. So remember, because I want this to go here, I want to put the glue dot on the front of it. And you're going to put these at all different angles, but what I'm going to have you do, don't press it down really hard yet, and here's why. You have to kind of put this into the box shape and make sure it's not going to hang off or it's not going to fit in the envelope. Now let's come in with this orange, or this crisp cantaloupe, and we're going to do that same thing, again, kind of laying it flat and making sure it's not going to stick out where I don't want it to. So there we go. You can see where we're going. All right, I'm going to continue to add these. Now we have all these great leaves, and we're going to do the exact same thing, and we're going to use this and start to fill in. And I started to use mini glue dots, and I just remembered that really does not work well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put snail down, and actually I'm going to get it a little bit on that bottom leaf because not all of that is going to show. But what we can do is we can kind of come in now and hide some of those. Whoops, oh yeah, let's do that. That was successful, Connie. We can come in and kind of hide some of the other little sticks, if you will, and we can come in and you're just going to adhere those and fill in your bouquet. All right, we've got one last thing to do, and that is that sentiment on the front. And what I'm going to do is I want to only put adhesive on the left-hand side because we don't want to close our card shut. That would be bad. So I'm just going to put some snail, you can see down that side. I'm going to center it up in my card, give it a press. And one last little thing, because you know me, I just wanted a little piece of ribbon. This is our vanilla seam binding. And I'm going to press it on with a glue dot and fill in that little spot right there. I'm telling you what, guys, that is all there is to it. Now, I know you might have watched that and went, okay, she sent me over the edge with that one. I promise you, once you get going, it is not a difficult project at all, and it's actually a lot of fun and a very rewarding one. And let me tell you what, when your friends get this, oh, the joy that they will have. So you definitely want to give this one a try, guys. I promise you. All right, let me go ahead and bring in my other one. That is another one of our videos for March 2014. I hope you like that one, and I hope you'll give that one a try and you enjoy the simplicity that I was able to create for you on that one. All right, thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks for being a part of Stampin' Gals Gone Wild, and we'll see you on the next video.